I actually love the idea of this movie. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but Weapons has a really solid premise that even, I will say, you or me could even have made up ourselves. But the way that the movie is portrayed is phenomenal. I strongly suggest that you do go and see it yourself. It's a top tier flick when you think about it. So the first thing right off rip that I really want to talk about with this movie is I love how the movie will start you off and you don't understand it. It'll start with the little girl talking right in your ear and she's telling you about how the story is about to get so crazy that they have to learn how to cover it up. And from there, you're not understanding anything at all. It isn't until you probably get maybe 20 to 30 minutes of the movie that you realize that the story is being told in parts. I do find it to be a better way of storytelling in general, mainly because a lot of stories don't really show us everybody's perspectives. I personally do like the idea of the main character not really being the main character because there's so many different perspectives. I love storylines like that, concept of it. You don't know what happened to the children. All right, you never get the idea. This is for spoilers. If you let you know right now, before we get real deep into this, you will be spoiled. So click off this video, go watch the movie, then we come back and talk to this. All right, this is how it's gonna work. You're still here, so let's get right back into it. So basically, dude comes out and there's like, we don't know what happened to the children. The kids are gone. 17 kids just walked out of here at 2 o'clock. It's 2:17 a.m. Love the idea of it. Love the concept of it. I'm like, okay, they all walked out, but they walked out willingly. What's going on here? Now, at first, when I was watching the movie, I'm thinking in my head, I didn't know that this was going to be a supernatural horror. I didn't look into that. I just looked into the movie, and I was like, you know what? They all leave. It's 2:17 in the morning. Well, now let's find out. I did not find out that it was going to be a supernatural movie until Crazy Man, if you know what I'm talking about, Crazy Man, when he starts running shit down, that's when I'm like, oh yeah, this ain't normal. I was distraught when I seen that. I'm like, oh damn, his eyes is bulging out of the top of his head and all types of, oh my god, nasty work. But I love the visuals on that. If you know the idea, so the premise of the movie is simple. It's they all just vanish. We're gonna do two different types of segments when it comes down to this. So as you know, if you watch the movie, there's a woman named Gladys, and she uses dark magic to take people's bodies over. This is nothing new, okay? Now, from then on, imagine if you did have access to some dark magic where you could just, tie somebody's hair up and snap some twigs and pack them up, get them right on out of there. That'd be some crazy shit. Do you believe in black magic? I personally don't believe in it myself, only maybe because I haven't actually seen it work in real life. But if I did, I probably wouldn't even let you know in the first place. The second premise of the movie that we're going to talk about is, let's go back to the beginning. Let's keep it real, though. What would people do if children just vanished all at the same time? Imagine if there was no supernatural. This is where it really gets fun. This is the fun part for me. Imagine if 17 or 18 children walk out all from the same classroom, right? All from the same classroom. Imagine this really did happen. And they walk out into the darkness at 2:17 in the morning all at the same time. But there's no dark magic involved. That would be some scary shit. I would move right out of that town. I want no parts with it. That premise alone is way scarier when there's no supernatural involvement at all. Okay, you got Gladys and her doing dark magic, understood, heard you, but imagine if that did happen. Or even if you took it a step further and was to say, what if the kids all left around the same time? Not exactly 2:17, but they all just walked out into the wilderness, never came home. That would be scary. Imagine if it happened in your town right now, tonight, at about 2 o'clock in the morning. 18 kids just come up missing, all at the same time. You can watch them leave their house on Ring cameras currently, and they all walk into the darkness. That will have everybody. You should leave that town. That's some Silent Hill level shit. And I'm not bashing the movie. I kind of wish they would have figured out a way for it to be like that. I kind of wish when I found out that the movie was a supernatural flick, it kind of hurt the video for me. It kind of hurt it for me. I was going in. This is my fault though. I had a little too high expectations. I thought this was going to be like a real horror movie with no real supernatural ties. I thought it was going to be like somebody kidnapping the kids all at the same time, and then it shows how they would have kidnapped all the kids or forced them to leave the house. Boy, I was going crazy. When I found out that it was dark magic, it kind of hit that luster for me, and I'm just like, I understood, got you, heard you. But I still enjoyed the movie, and I would still enjoy watching it again. It's not a movie that I would ever pass up on, I'm not going to lie. It's actually a pretty good flick. The ending, too, boy, they did that shit for real. Pack Gladys up with the 17 kids. They came out and swoop-dilly-whooped on that ass. But what do you think? Did you enjoy the movie? Is it something that would have really piqued your interest when you was watching it? Personally, like I said, the movie would have been, if it was me filming that movie, I would have really tried to figure out ways to not keep it as supernatural as possible. I wouldn't have added the dark magic. I like movies that are much more realistic, and I was going into the movie thinking, bro, 17 kids come up missing at 2 o'clock in the morning. That is scarier than shit. If that was to happen. If it really happened without the dark magic, imagine. What is going on at work here? Boo boo. We got to find out. I will see you in the next one. If y'all see any other movies that I need to think of or watch or review and whatnot, so we can talk about it here, let me know ASAP. I will watch it quick, fast, and in a hurry. You know me. I'll see you next one.